Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tatiana. I'm a business coach and a mentor for women wanting to start their own businesses. Hello. I am really having a productive week and it's only Tuesday, okay? Like I am doing all the things, checking off all of the tasks and getting ready for this new quarter. I am actually launching my email building toolkit this week as well. So finishing up the stuff with that, I wanted to show you all that as well. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about that toolkit, it's going to be really, really good. Like I've been working on it for the last like 2-3 weeks. I've been talking all about email building on the channel. So it definitely is just a nice ramp up to it. And I know that it is going to help so many people to just get clear on what the heck to do, what kind of opt-in to have, what to say to the list. Like there's just a ton of value in there. So I'm finishing it up. I actually am editing a video right now. And this video is going to be a bonus training that is in the toolkit. It's how to launch with confidence. So I'm going to be editing that here in a moment. But I wanted to get on here and do this vlog because I wanted to share about the toolkit. I wanted to just share in general my headspace as I'm wrapping up the end of this quarter and just getting into the new quarter. I did a quarterly planning video recently, just kind of sharing my overall vision and stuff for the quarter. And I am going to be actually putting some dates to a lot of those things because sometimes I need to wrap my head around what all I need to do and just think about how it's going to make sense to lay it out. So I'm going to be putting some dates to some things as well. So I'm not sure how long this vlog is going to be, if it's going to be just for the day or for 2 days, but I want to bring you along and just in my life, see what's going on. Day in the life of an entrepreneur, day in the life of a stay-at-home mom, all the things. So stay tuned, stick around, and make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy this content, if you've been enjoying my channel, especially if you've been watching a couple of videos. I know you're enjoying it, so go ahead and subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and let's get into this video. Also, if you've been here for a while, you may or may not recognize that I've kind of moved my office around a little bit. So I'll have to share it once it's clean, but I can't share it yet because behind this desk, y'all, is a nightmare. Okay, this part's pretty and all of this stuff is pretty, but behind there, no, it's just not even a thing right now. I'm trying to just reorganize the office since a lot of my business endeavors and things have changed. So that's kind of what started me moving it around. And now I have like one desk over here and then I have another desk over there. Like it's just the whole situation going on. So over here is mainly where I do a lot of my work and stuff though, because the desktop is over here. And yeah, I feel like I'm one of those people that like I have to move my space around and refresh regularly. I feel like at least every 6 months, like maybe that might be crazy to a certain extent. It doesn't mean I'm moving the whole room around, but even if I just like change up a couple of things, you know, some decor, you know, switch some stuff out, like I feel like things just get old. So I like to switch it around. So far I'm getting used to it. It's been like this for about a week, I think, maybe a little over a week now. And I really need to get to this other part, y'all, but like I keep putting it off. This is just me keeping it real. Like I keep putting it off because it's just... Okay, so my computer is on 10,000 right now. I think I need to restart it. So I think I'm going to do that. But before I restart it, because I'm going to go downstairs and make myself some tea, I have had the roughest time. Like I've shared before that I am trying to do a podcast. And so the month of September was supposed to be my month to get some episodes pre-recorded and different things like that. The second half of this month, at least the last like week and a half, or more, maybe 2 weeks, I have just been feeling so off. My allergies are on 10,000. And then I even posted a video. It was the last video in the email building series. And like my voice was hoarse. And I appreciate those of you that tuned into that video because it was just not how I wanted it to be. But yeah, my voice has been in and out. But I feel like yesterday and now today have been the first days where I feel like my voice is pretty much normal. I think I still maybe have like I'm like maybe 90% back to normal. There's still some things I can't like fully sing and stuff. So I know it's not all the way back, but it's better than it was. But anyway, I'm going to let my computer just kind of restart and upload this video I just edited. It's going to be a bonus training in there But before I do that, I wanted to quickly show you some of the things that are in the email building toolkit. So if you're interested or want to know a little bit more about it, you can kind of see what's inside. Okay, so just really quickly wanted to kind of show a little bit of what's inside. So within the toolkit, there's some bonuses as well as just the regular stuff. So there's a workbook in there. I'll kind of give you a peek at the workbook really quick. There's definitions and there's a ton of stuff in here. I'll just kind of like just quickly go through it. It's just you fill out all of these different things to help you work through your workflow and all of that. All the way through to just planning out what to say to your audience. So there's tons of stuff in here. I don't even know how many pages did this end up being. 29 pages. So it's a 29-page workbook, pretty hefty. And then there's also some different templates and things. So I have one template that I made where I actually did a plug and play template for you. So it's some email swipe copy where you can literally just take what I typed. I'm not going to show you because I don't want to, ruin it for people. But basically you can kind of get a feel, it's like it shows you the emails down here. It goes on for the workflow. So if you're trying to do an opt-in and you don't know what to say in those different emails, I have a couple that I've written out for you to use, which is really nice and gives you no excuse to not get started. So that is in there as well. There's also a opt-in template that I created. So it's actually a Canva file. I'll click on it so you can see what it kind of looks like. But basically, if you are wanting to design an opt-in, but you don't really have time to do it, I give you some stuff to help you get started. It's not super crazy, but it's just a template to help you with designing. So there's some cover pages, there's an about page, and just you would put in your own information, but it just helps you to get started. So that's what that is. And then let's see, what else do we have in here? There's also tutorials for 2 different platforms, one for Flowdesk, one for MailChimp. So just if you're interested in either of those 2. And I also have a toolbox resource guide I created. So it's similar to my Creatives Toolbox, if you've ever heard of that, but it's specific to just email stuff. So you can kind of see over here, there's some pages and links and resources and things for stuff to check out. So just like a quick reference to help you if you're like, oh, what should I use for this, or whatever the case is. And so that's pretty much the toolkit part. Then there's some bonuses. There's that Launch with Confidence training that I'm doing the video for right now. There is 2 planning templates. So I actually created a planning template for Trello and for ClickUp, which is really exciting for me. So if you're wanting help with planning out your opt-in, but also planning out just your regular emails you send out, that's going to be in there. And then I have another thing, just like a little email signature template that I made in Canva for just sending out emails on a regular basis from just your normal email. And then also how to set up a business email. So if you wanted to have your name at business.com or whatever it is, there's a quick little just reference guide to help you if you want to do that through Google Domains and Google Workspace. Okay, I'm about to make this tea, but we are getting into like the colder time now here where in the morning it's super cold, at least super cold to me, like 50s, 60s. And then it warms up to the 80s during the day. So it's just like this weird thing. And so I threw this on, like I need to get all of my cozy clothes down from my closet because they're like at the top of my closet. I need to get those down because it's just kind of like interesting trying to make an outfit with like summer stuff. And then I'm just randomly pulling like random fall stuff. So I need to do that. I recently redid my kitchen. Like I reorganized it. It's like, I guess, like I was saying, I like to reorganize things. And so we've been in this house over a year now. And I finally realized some of what was just not working. So I kind of reorganized the cabinets, a couple of the drawers. I actually moved my daughter's hair stuff into a drawer down in the kitchen because a lot of the times we do her hair down here. So I'm like, why? Like it was just getting annoying. So I really just thought out like, okay, what would make my setup nicer? And so then I created a new Beverage Station thing. And like, look at this cabinet. Like it just makes me so happy. It has all of my beverage stuff in here, my smoothie stuff in here. It just makes me smile. And I recently got this, so I'll have to try this soon. I love getting the chai lattes from Starbucks, but they rack up. It's pricey. So I got this. I'm gonna try to make this myself. But anyway, let's make this tea. So I need to get a spoon, some honey, If you're curious on how to make it, I mean, it's online, but I'll just show you how I make it here, because one of the things, a lot of the recipes online will tell you to use lemonade. I don't like to use lemonade because a lot of them just have a bit too much sugar to me. So I actually just do a fresh squeezed lemon and add honey to it, and that way I can kind of control how much sugar is being added. So basically I'm just taking a lemon. I have one already cut from yesterday when I made it. So do that, and then I'm gonna squeeze some juice right into my mug. And I don't really do that much, but you know, it's really gonna be a preference thing, because you know, of course, the more you add, the more sour it can be, but you can kind of counteract that with the honey. So I'm not adding too much. I guess that would probably be like, obviously you guys can't see that in there, but I would say it's probably somewhere around maybe like a teaspoon and a half, maybe. It's not too much. And there's even a little bit more that I can squeeze out for next time. And then I like to just go ahead and put the honey in there like this. Just straight up, and then I let it dissolve with the hot water. So again, I would say honey, it's kind of a preference thing. I probably do about a teaspoon, if not a little bit more, of honey. I try to lay off on all of the sugar and stuff when I can. So this is what it looks like in here. And then I like to just stir that up first. Kind of get it in there. And then I add the water to dissolve that honey more. And this is basically what the lemonade is. It's the squeezed lemon, and the honey is my homemade lemonade instead of pouring actual lemonade in here. Because basically that's what the tea is. It's like a, and then I'm putting more hot water, and I'm gonna add my 2 tea bags. Sorry, I'm like not even in frame. And then I'm adding my 2 tea bags, because that's basically what the medicine ball is. The peach tea, you can use Tazo. I've used that before too, but I've been loving just getting this Good and Gather one. It's cheaper than Tazo. But it's basically this peach tea or peach tranquility from Tazo, and then the mint tea. I love the Good and Gather ones. They work just as well. I'm going to steep those in there for like 10 minutes basically while it cools off, and then that's what gives it that flavor. So it's the lemon, it's the honey, it's the mint, it's the peach, it's the everything, and it's supposed to be just good. I mean, there's vitamin C in there from the lemon. The honey is nice to soothe your throat. Obviously it's tea, so it's soothing. But I really like it. It's so good from Starbucks, but I really like to make things at home when I can. Okay, so I'm just taking a moment to sit here. Like I said, I gotta go get Emery in a moment, but I wanted to just share my thoughts on just where I'm at currently. You know, one of the things I'm excited about with the podcast is that I am giving a lot more, I guess you would say, personal insight. The first season of the podcast is going to be all just personal. So if you really would love to get to know a little bit more about me and just like the way my mind works with entrepreneurship, some of the just different struggles and things I've been through just in life and entrepreneurship, that's going to be a lot of what season 1 is about. I felt like I wanted it to be very deep and heart to heart. And then moving forward, I'm going to start having guests and things like that, but that won't be till like the spring. So the goal is for the podcast to actually launch on October 19th. It's going to be available Wednesdays. Not sure of the exact time yet, so I'll share that as it gets a little bit closer. But yes, October 19th. Like, I'm just scared to even be saying that, but I'm excited. I have a couple more episodes I want to record this week. Hopefully Thursdays has kind of been like my recording day. So it will be nice to get back into it because I haven't recorded in 2 weeks just due to just not feeling well. So I'm hoping to record this Thursday to do like my intro episode and I think one more, and then I'll have like 4 or 5 recorded, which to me is pretty good. So yeah, it's definitely scary though. I wanted to just talk about that because I think that we always are having to get out of our shell for something. You know, even if you get comfortable with running your business, with showing up and doing things, there's always going to be something you don't know and just something you're unfamiliar with. And so this whole podcast thing, like I have been an avid podcast listener for so many years, but to actually be creating my own is kind of intimidating. And I've been really putting it off a little bit longer than I wanted to. I was actually going to put it off to start it next year because that is how much I was talking myself out of it. But I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to push myself to do it. There's really nothing in the way for why I couldn't other than just my mindset. And so that was why I actually announced it some months back, because I love to do that. I love to announce things to push myself, because I know at least one person can hold me accountable and be like, oh, I thought you said you was gonna do XYZ. Didn't you say you was doing that? So I love to do that. It's definitely, it adds a pressure, but it's something that has helped me to do things that I'm scared of. And this podcast is one of them. It's definitely a lot more vulnerable and a lot closer to me than I thought it would be. Like, I didn't think it would be that big of a deal, but like, I really am excited about it. So more to come on that. October is all about the podcast for me. I'm going to be shifting my gear to that. And then just a lot of things are going to be rolling out after that. I have my shop opening. If you haven't around for a little bit, you know I closed my stationery shop recently, but I still will have a product shop that's going to feature digital and physical products. That's going to be opening later this fall. And I also have something else that's going to be coming really fun that I've kind of dropped hints to some people. So there's some good stuff coming. A lot of work, but I had to get through the email building toolkit first. I wanted to make that and get that done. I feel like it's hard for me to move on to something else until I can get a major project done, even though I've been thinking about Q4 planning and putting dates to stuff for a while. But I did put a date to the podcast because that's the next thing happening. So if you're not on my email list, if you're not in the Facebook group, make sure you get those links down below and join, because I do freebies every month for my list. I do challenges, and we're really getting the Facebook group back up and running since it's been kind of rebranded to the Inspire Blueprint. So lots of fun things coming this fall, including a challenge, like a little mini challenge that I'm doing for October. So I'm excited for that. But anyway, I need to drink this. I need to go get Emery. I'm going to go check on that video. I don't know what is going on with my computer, y'all. I updated it last week, and I'm not sure if maybe the update kind of freaked it out or something, because I'm usually not an updater, okay? I will sometimes update stuff, but since I've gotten older, it's like I just feel like every time you update something, it stops working. Okay, so I did a little bit of a change because I need to go to the store. Me and Emery need to go to the store. I don't have any Cajun seasoning. I don't know how that's possible, but I guess we used it all up, I guess. I'm making some Cajun pasta tonight for dinner, so I need to get the stuff for that. Well, just the seasoning. I have everything else, literally. Y'all, look at Emery's Halloween costume. I mentioned to y'all that she's obsessed with My Little Pony, and it has not stopped. So she's going to be Sunny Halloween. I'm excited for her. She's excited. Of course, she was trying to put it on already, and I'm like, girl, it's not time for that just yet. But yeah, so let me see, where are my sandals? Here we go. I am so excited because my first client spotlight went up. I've been wanting to do this for a while, just basically have my clients on my channel to interview them and just talk about what they're working on, and just the benefit that they had from just going through my program, and just the amazing people that they are, because I feel like I get the best clients. So my first one went up, and I also wanted to share with you guys too. Actually, I'm going to insert the video right here. One of my clients, Shannon, she released her subscription box very recently. It's a subscription box for, I'm doing way too much right now. Do I have everything I need? It's a subscription box for like kids, little kids, like toddler age. And basically it's available. So I'm going to insert that video for you, because me and Emery started using some of the stuff, and it's a really, really, really nice box. Like, she thought everything out so well. Like, I'm not even playing. I'm not just saying that because she worked with me, okay? But no, like, her box is really, really good. It's basically the one that she sent me, it's fall themed, so it's just perfect for like preschool age, especially. I would say somewhere between like 2 to 5 probably is really good. And she just has a ton of well thought out activities, so we did that. I got Emery. Hey, girl.
Hi.
And now we're getting ready to go to the grocery store. We got to go to the grocery store. I think I told you that. What is this supposed to be? I feel like Albuquerque, just in general, like they have been having a lot of new construction. Is there a sign? I don't know what that is. But it's always a coffee place or it's a car wash. Like, I don't understand it. Like, I'm in one of these Facebook groups, and like a community Facebook group, and somebody had made a comment, and they were like, what do they just want people to just be wired and have clean cars? Because it's like, we don't get nothing new. Like, that's one of the complaints that I have about here, is just like, there's so much stuff that they could have, and they like just do the same things over and over again. And I mean, maybe that's rude, but it's just true. I feel like there's so much they could do to just make the city even better, you know, like just some things you can add, some places, some good places to eat. And it's like they keep doing these like little coffee shops and these car washes. I don't know what that's about. Interesting to me. There's so many other things that they could have made. But anyway, all right, you ready to go inside?
Yes.
All right, let's head inside. All right, so just got back. Emery is actually dozing off upstairs. She fell asleep in the car, and then I kept trying to stop her from waking up. Then she woke up, and yeah, so hopefully she'll fall back asleep and take a nap, because I know she's tired. She woke up really early this morning, like way earlier, probably like 2 hours earlier than she normally wakes up. So I'm sure she's tired. But I wanted to do a mini haul, you guys, a mini grocery haul. I mean, and it's mini, from the grocery store. I went to Albertsons. So I got my raw cashews for my smoothies. Is pretty much what I use them for. It's so good. It's just like a way to make a smoothie more filling. I got the Cajun seasoning, like I said, but really what I wanted to share was this, because if you're new here, or if you didn't know, I have a wheat sensitivity, wheat allergy. It's kind of like in between. It's not like I need an EpiPen or anything, but I do have some pretty interesting symptoms that happen when I eat wheat, including like I get super dizzy and lightheaded. A lot of times I need to lay down. So I just tend to avoid it because it just is not my friend. But I always get different types of gluten-free pasta. And then I saw this one. I've never seen this brand before, and I've never seen pasta with cauliflower. So I'm actually excited to try this for the Cajun pasta tonight for dinner. I have just like some regular spaghetti noodles too. That was what I was actually going to use. And then I just saw this linguine. So it's a blend of lentil, pea, and cauliflower flours. And it's from Veggie Craft Farms. And it's from this company, Veggie Craft Farms. So I just wanted to share that in case you're looking for something. I'm not sure. I've never seen it before. I don't know how long it's been available. But like the place I usually go to, I usually will get another brand called Jovial. Is usually the one that I'll get. So this one's really good. And Jovial is made with brown rice. And usually I've seen that. I've seen stuff made with chickpeas. I've seen stuff made with white rice, quinoa, blends, lentils and things. But this is my first time seeing it with cauliflower. So I think that's kind of interesting. And I'm really excited to try this for dinner tonight. So I want to get a little bit more work done. I've had quite a few interruptions with this last clip to end this vlog, but I wanted to just get on here. And first of all, I'll say dinner was so good, y'all. Like, I will leave the recipe down below if you're interested in just a good Cajun pasta recipe. I ended up using the regular spaghetti noodles instead of the new ones I showed you, mainly because my family eats gluten-free with me when it comes to like the noodles and bread and stuff like that a lot of times. And since it was new, I just didn't want to, since I was already doing a new recipe, I didn't want to also add in new noodles too and then be like, what is this? So I'm gonna try them on my own first, and then if they're really good, then I'll go ahead and like add it into the next meals and stuff. But it was so delicious. So anyway, I'm actually getting ready to move into my room. I have my book, and then I also wanted to do a little bit of planning and things. So I'm trying to wrap up my Q4 planning, getting some dates and stuff finalized. We're just a few days away from the new month, and so I really want to start the quarter knowing what I'm doing and going into the first week of October strong. So that's what I'm doing. I shared my quarterly planning video already, so I'll make sure I link that. Some feedback that I received from that video is someone said that they would like to see the camera face down. I'm gonna be honest, that's not really my favorite thing to do, just because a lot of times I like to plan in my bed or in somewhere that there's not really like a convenient area. Plus I'm also kind of private with my goals and stuff, so I'll try to see how I can make that happen. Maybe I'll do some plan with me's occasionally that are more with the camera down. I kind of like that style that I did where I was just kind of like talking through everything. So I don't know, you guys tell me, what do you like to see? And maybe I can mix it up for the next time, because I would love to maybe do some monthly planning videos or just some occasional planning videos. I think that might be kind of fun to add back into the mix. But anyway, yeah, I got my trusty black notebook here that I always write in. I'm basically just trying to figure out different launch dates. So I already have the podcast, I announced that. But I'm also going to be reopening my shop. My website is getting kind of a refresh somewhat. I need to work on Black Friday stuff, figuring out what I'm doing for that. I think I'm going to be doing something kind of fun that I did before, and I'm thinking about doing it again. I'm not going to say yet because I don't know for sure if I'm doing it, but that's on here. I'm also doing like a special training. Another thing that I'm doing, another project that I'm working on, is listed on here. And then I'm starting to write out some of the subtasks for the podcast and everything, because like one thing, I need to submit it to iTunes, but I need to make sure I have those episodes recorded to submit. So anyway, just trying to get some logistics together before I start putting stuff in ClickUp and everything. And then I'm trying to decide what I want to do. Like, I'm a daily planner at heart, y'all. I really like making to-do lists for the day. I pretty much just use my ClickUp, and that's what comes up, and it shows me. I'll have to do a separate video on this. I think I'm going to show you guys like just like my productivity setup and everything. But ClickUp shows me what tasks I need to do for the day. Not all 100% of everything, but I would say like 80% of the stuff usually pops right up and tells me what I need to get done. But then obviously I have personal things and just different stuff. So I have kind of like a plan that is like a digital one, but I'm trying to still do some paper planning. But because I'm a daily planner, I really want to dive into that season by seasons planner from Cultivate What Matters, y'all. Power sheets are coming, by the way, too. I think I shared that. But yeah, the power sheets are coming. So I'm going to be doing a power sheets video soon, just kind of sharing a bit more about them. But the seasons by seasons planner does not start till January. So I have this one. It's a quarterly planner, which is kind of perfect, but it's not daily. So I'm gonna flip through it tonight and see if I can make it work for me, because this actually is like a mini power sheets in this planner. Like, I've done a video on this too, and they have this kind of occasionally available to purchase. So if you're interested, it comes in 2 different colors. But it's a quarterly planner, so basically 90 days worth of planning pages in here. It's undated, and then there's a whole section to plan out goals. I really feel like this is my vibe for the last quarter of this year, but it's just I'm missing the daily piece. But I think it's gonna be okay because I still use ClickUp. I don't know, so I'm gonna share with you all what I'm gonna be doing, like what my planning systems and stuff are gonna be for the quarter, because I like to switch it up. I change things up a lot. I don't use the same thing for the whole year, just keeping it real. That's just never been me, and I've tried, but it's just really hard to stick to one thing for 365 days. So anyway, that is what I'm going to be working on. I'm going to go get snuggled up in my bed and get cozy and maybe even make some tea or something. I don't know. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching my vlog. Check out the email building toolkit if you're interested in learning a little bit more about that. Connect with me. All of my links and everything are down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.